You want to go quite speedy Gonzales around there.
I thought I'm in trouble because this is really, really difficult to use.
Yeah, I think silent's a bit of a stretch. So this is the Gyro Stiga.
The 900e to be precise.
Very nice, and it's been very different. It looks incredibly different to anything else we've ever used.
Certainly is.
And I had a go on it, and I've got thoughts, but what are your thoughts?
So the most obvious thing is that there is no steering wheel.
Obviously, yeah.
There's no motor.
Yeah.
It looks completely different to the Estate and the Tornadoes that we've used in the past.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, the first time that I used this, I thought I'm in trouble because this is really, really difficult to use. So there is a learning curve, 1000%, because you don't have the thing that you're accustomed to. You know, you steer, you move in the direction that you're steering into. With here, you've got the joystick, and it probably took about 2 mowing sessions to get completely used to it. But now, I absolutely love it. It's got what they call zero turn, and this is the perfect mower for our type of garden.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of trees, we've got a lot of shrubs, we've got a lot of obstacles to get around.
Yeah.
And what makes this machine so incredible is that you can just drive up to a tree, provided there's no low-hanging branches, and just drive around it.
Looking at it, you would think it's really bulky, it's really going to be awkward to use, it's really not going to have a good maneuverability. It kind of gives the impression that it's the complete opposite to what it actually delivers. But when I see you whizzing around these areas and I see you kind of going around the shrubs and I see you go up and I'm thinking, is he going to stop? Because he's literally, it's approaching. Because I'm so used to us kind of going up to a tree or a shrub and stopping like a meter away.
And veer away from it,
yeah, and going around. But you literally go up to stuff and then literally swing through. It's incredible, really.
And the thing that surprised me the most is that the actual cutting back protrudes beyond the wheels.
Yeah.
Initially I thought, wow, that is a bit of a funny design, but it's an incredibly good design because like we've got an acre tree, you can actually drive right up to it, and the wheels are away from the tree, the cutting deck protrudes and it cuts underneath all of those areas. It's maneuverable, it's versatile, it gets you into a lot of difficult spaces that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get into.
Yeah.
But there is a learning curve, like I said. But once you get used to it, I think this is the best ride-on mower we've ever used.
Really? I would really strongly say if you had never used one of these before and you were going to buy one, I would really strongly recommend going and trying one before you purchase it.
Yeah. But when you do demo it, you have to give it time. Don't get onto it like I did initially. You kind of move and you go, oh my God, I don't know what's actually going on here.
Yeah.
You know, somebody just make this machine stop.
Yeah.
You know, you do have to give it that time, 15, 20 minutes, which is a long time for a demo.
Yeah, but you have to.
But that is the time that it will take. And by the time you've done a couple of runs, you'll start to get a feel for it. Because even though the joystick is quite intuitive when you're going forward, reversing is super tricky. But I don't think this is actually designed for reversing. So the reversing is to get you out of tight spots.
Yeah.
And basically the reversing feature is if you get into a difficult position, you pull back on the joystick, you turn in the direction, and it basically just swivels you out of trouble. So that's basically what it's designed for. This thing is unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
So by default, when you turn the machine on, it goes into what they call normal speed, which I think just working it out is probably around 8 kilometers an hour, which is pretty zippy, especially on our field where you're going up and down the hill.
On a gradient,
The actual hare rabbit icon is dangerously fast. I mean, this thing it goes so quickly, and I think according to Stiga, that's 14 kilometers an hour, which is really, really quick. So we basically just put on the tortoise, and we run at 4 kilometers an hour.
Which is the slowest, isn't it?
It's the slowest speed, but it's very manageable. It's pretty quick.
And it looks fast.
It's pretty quick.
When I look out of the window and I see you mowing and you're on tortoise, you are moving.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going at a proper speed. There is no crawling with it. I do like that the arms are really chunky and wide. I really appreciate this handle.
Yeah, even the seat is kind of tilted at a bit of an angle, so it's pushing you back the whole time. You've obviously got the feet that are keeping you into place, and as you said, if you're going up and down a hill, you just hold on there.
Yeah.
And what's really nice about this is if you want to get in and out, you just pull that out, you just pull the armrest up. It's got 3 cutting modes, and there are actually 3 genuine cutting modes. So you can cut just normal, you can cut eco, or you can cut in turbo. I've only cut on eco, and you can actually hear the actual cutting deck, the actual blades gear up and gear down. So if it's a nice dry day and the grass isn't too high, this mower just never kicks into high gear.
Yeah.
As soon as you go into something a little bit denser and a little bit wetter, it kicks up instantly, processes that grass, and then pulls back down straight away.
Wow.
And the biggest thing about the way that actually functions is the battery life. This absolutely, it has blown my mind.
Yeah.
So, in the past we've had ride-ons that have said, you're going to get X amount of cutting power out of X amount of land. Those numbers never quite equate. With this,
especially not for us because our gradients.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with this, the first time I actually mowed the lawn, it was quite long, it was quite wet, and we used 12% of battery power. And
that's for, well,
it's probably around an acre.
I was going to say a good solid acre of grass that we're cutting.
We haven't actually picked the unit up to actually see, but apparently there are 3 blades in the actual cutting deck itself.
Okay.
And this cutting deck is super wide, 1.2 meters, I think 125 centimeters wide, and the blades are just so incredibly good. Now you get a perfect cut every single time, super wide. Like I said, absolutely love this gyro. And it's got 7 cutting heights. I think it's 25 to 135 centimeters. If you are cutting at a certain height and you just drop one level, you can see a noticeable difference.
This is incredible because there's 2 smaller wheels and the 2 bigger wheels at the back. You can go over really quite uneven ground. We have driven over the rabbit holes, and it's never gone into the rabbit holes. We've never actually kind of, got stuck in it.
It's like they're not even there.
It's really like, I say that because to anybody that knows, that would just sound like a bit crazy and like we're making it up. But honestly, it really does feel like they're not there.
And then in terms of noise, this is probably the most silent ride-on mower that we've used.
Yeah, I think silent's a bit of a stretch. I don't think
it's the quietest ride-on mower we've ever used.
Silent.
It's a lot quieter than the Tornado and the Estate that we've used.
Yeah.
And when you actually turn it on, it just is quieter. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it's not silent.
Obviously, it doesn't have a collection. It doesn't give you the collection option. So it is mulching. So, obviously that is down to preference as to whether that works for you or not. Yeah, so I think overall, if you're someone who's in the market that's looking for a machine that gives you a really wide cutting deck, that can handle different types of terrain, that really has a battery life that is just ridiculous and you just barely need to ever recharge it, and is able to actually get through things fast and quickly. So like, for example, if you are on a flatter parkland type scenario with trees, you need to get a nice tight cut around the trees, you want to go quite speedy Gonzales around there, then this is the machine for you. I think if you're a countryside gardener, you're home, you're domestic, you're wanting something that is safe and chunky and is going to be able to give you a really, really good quality cut, then I think you just use it on the slower setting, and I think that this is a great bit of kit, isn't it? Leopold's here.
He likes it too. So all in all, I definitely recommend this machine. If we ever move to another garden that's similar to this, in terms of having a lot of trees and a lot of obstacles, 0-turn mowers are 1000% the way to go. And given just how powerful and incredible and how long the battery life is on this mower, I just can't recommend it highly enough. That's it.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, Bubby. Let's go.